What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Pimo, aka Fantasy Heavyweight. Got another mock draft for y'all, man. Picking out of the 10 slot, half PPR, double flex league. Let's see who we have to choose from today. CeeDee Lamb, James Cook, Ashton Genty, Chase Brown is who I would consider. Running backs, I would have it James Cook. Honestly, y'all not gonna like this one, but Chase Brown, then Genty. And then CeeDee, I don't know where I'd put CeeDee in the mix. Probably Cook, Genty, then CeeDee. Um, I don't know what to think about Genty this year. Obviously, his situation got a little bit better line play. Clint Kubiak coming in. Fernando Mendoza. It's just the Raiders. I don't think they're going to be projected for a lot of points. Let's check what their implied team total is for this upcoming year. A bottom five team. So, Genty, great talent, but the Raiders, man. I don't know if I want to watch the Raiders this year. That's kind of my strategy this year as well. Like, am I going to have fun? I want to have fun this year. Am I going to have fun watching the Raiders every Sunday? Probably not. But with that being said, Genty is a supreme talent, and he could absolutely crush this year, especially with Kubiak coming in. So for the Genty truthers, we're going to start off with Mr. Ashton Genty. Go ahead and pick that. We'll see who comes around. Look at that. Cool. Cook, Lamb, Barkley, Achane goes. And then we get our favorite pick in the second round, Chase Brown. Chase Brown, his situation, man, let's go back to the implied team totals. He's on a top 5 offense. They're never going to stack the box versus him. We got Chase, T. Higgins on the outside, Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow's healthy. You seen how he ended the season last year? Just saying. So yeah, we're going to easily lock in Chase Brown for my second running back here in the second round. And this is exactly how I would want to start my draft if I'm picking out these back half of the draft. My fault. Back half of the draft. This is how I'd want to start for sure. Double running back. Pause this here because we can smash wide receivers in 4, 5, 6, and 7. Let's see here. Okay, definitely not tight end. Lamar, we're not considering Lamar here. Devonta Smith, I think he's dealing with an injury. Also not a big Devonta Smith guy, but he is A.J. Brown leaves, so he's an option. Zay Flowers had a little mini breakout last year. Could for sure have a full breakout this year. The Ravens are implied for they're another top 5 offense. They got a new energy, new coach, new OC. But Jacoby Lane, he might steal some work, man. That's all I'm gonna say. Jacoby Lane looks great. A little sleeper for y'all. Sleeper. He's not really a sleeper anymore. Caught a touchdown yesterday in the preseason. Let's see here. Let's go. We can go triple up at RB. Josh Jacobs. I'm kind of avoiding Jacobs. We don't know the legal situation plus the injury. Scatabo. I like Scatabo. I like Montgomery. Not into Tootin this year. Bucky. It's too early. Travis Achane. He's splitting work with Kamara. So we're gonna go wide receiver here. Let's go Egbuka. We heard good news about Egbuka's toe. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to take Egbuka here. Obviously, as the season gets closer, if it's not great news on Egbuka and his toe, just avoid him. Because that turf toe, nothing to play with. Nothing to play with. And that shit lingers. So keep it pushing but I think I read a good blurb on his toe injury. Actually, let's check it out right quick for y'all. I'm pretty sure we're gonna go to let's look up at Mr. Egbuka right quick for y'all. Let's see. Got an MRI following an injury, which suggests a low-grade injury. These usually have a rapid recovery timeline and low reoccurrence rate. Barring any unforeseen issues/setbacks, he should return in about a week and have his week 1 status. And his week 1 status won't be affected. Low concern. Here on Flock Fantasy, little injury report. Shout out Flock Fantasy, which is also where I'm doing this draft. So I'm going to take Egbuka there. Not really into Waddle this year. As a Dolphins fan, Waddle is a great talent, but man gets injured. He gets injured a lot. So I'm avoiding Jaden Waddle this year, especially at this early 4th-round price tag. Lad McConkey, McDaniel's coming in. I'm starting to grow on McConkey a little bit. Garrett Wilson, Tetaroa, love Tetaroa. It's just Bryce Young. And I really like Coker this year a lot. So my selection, you could honestly float Devontae Adams as well, but my selection here is McConkey and Garrett Wilson. But we're going to stick with my original strategy, and that's going to be watching teams that are good and trying to enjoy my fantasy season. So I'm going to put my trust in the Los Angeles Chargers for that one. I'm going to take Lad McConkey. Should get a lot of targets, should get a lot of designed looks in this Mike McDaniel offense. And we'll see who comes back to us at the 5 and 6 turn. Pause here. Ooh, another great receiver value. Running backs are looking bleak, but we have 2 solid ones. Let's look at quarterback. Drake May, Jaden Daniels. Actually, I'm going to keep pushing quarterback. You'll see later on in this video the options we'll have later on in the draft, and especially with double flex, we want to get depth, and we want to get it early. We want to be able to win at the flex position. And yeah, we're not going to consider any of these tight ends. Let's go. We're definitely going to select Mike Evans with this one. I really like the 49ers this year. Big Mike. You could, be concerned about his injuries, whatever, soft tissue injuries. I'm not concerned. It's Mr. 1000. Now he's on San Fran. I like it. I think he'll catch a lot of touchdowns as well. And in half PPR, that's very important. Let's go on. Let's see. Carnell Tate. Like Carnell Tate. Obviously, the debut wasn't great, but hey, man, let Carnell Tate fall. It's the 4th overall pick in the draft, fellas. We were taking Marvin Harrison Jr. at the 1-2 turn, and he was drafted 5th overall 2 years ago. Sometimes you gotta, put 2 and 2 together. And I still believe in Cam Ward a lot. Shout out to the Hurricanes. No bias, but he's all about football, so I believe in Cam Ward this year. I really like Parker Washington a lot. I think we're going to go receiver again, man. Honestly, we're going to get our second flex here. Carnell Tate's there. Parker Washington. Jordan Tyson, RIP, man. The hammy. He was looking great. I really like Jordan Tyson a lot. We're going to go with Parker Washington here. Coaches raving about him. He's lighting it up in camp. He's the first one in the building, last one out of the building. That's guys you want on your team. Jacksonville should be a high-powered offense as well this year. And yeah. So, okay, we got 4 receivers, 2 running backs. Looking great. Let's see who's that running back. R.J. Harvey. Wow. What a gift. So we're going to star him, but let's check it out. Let's check out tight end. Wow, Hurts is there as well in the 7th round, late 7th. That is something to consider. Do we think R.J. Harvey falls is the question here. Let's continue to push quarterback. I think, we got to take Hurts here. We have to. With the rushing ability, and they're still talking about they want to use the tush push. Hurts can match Josh Allen in any game, and that's going to give us a very big advantage in the 7th round. So let's go ahead and take Mr. Jalen Hurts. If Jalen Hurts follows you at the back half of the 7th, you select that up. And then with Dobbins and Harvey goes, that is kind of heartbreaking for me. Really into Harvey this year. This guy takes Dobbins and Harvey. It's actually pretty smart because we don't know with Dobbins, those injuries are going to add up. I think Harvey has the ability to just take over. And with that elite O-line and that running back friendly offense, I'm in on Harvey, especially at this 8th round price tag. Could be a league winner. Let's see. We're going to start Blake Corum. I like him a lot. 50-50 split in a high-powered offense. I do like Kyron too, but I don't know. The 50-50 split scares me a little bit. And if Kyron tweaks an ankle, Corum to the moon. Obviously not wishing injury, but Okay, QJ. That's actually a good pick. I like Michael Wilson a lot. But let's go ahead and let's secure our third running back before it gets pretty bleak. Rashad White I'd consider, but Laramie Tunsil tore his pec, I think, and that's not good for the O-line. So I'm going to take Blake Corum here. Oh, pause. Resume, whatever. And we're going to take our third running back. There. Okay, let's go to all. All right, ninth round here. And as you can see, the quarterbacks, we still have Dak Prescott, Brock Purdy, Bo Nix, Mahomes, Stafford, Goff. I mean, this is why I'm saying waiting on quarterback, but I feel like Hurts, late 7th or 8th round, you got to just take it. But this is what I'm talking about, waiting on quarterback this year, fellas. But let's go ahead. Let's see what the running backs are there. JCM, same thing I have with Rashad White. Chris Rodriguez, not really into Tootin. Don't think he – I don't know. He just doesn't – the upside is there. The upside is there. Like, we could be drafting Tootin in the first round next year for sure if he smashes. I just don't see it. The coach speak is kind of, vague with it. So, I like Rodriguez at a later price. Let's check the wideouts. Debo, Golden. Those are two. Don't really like Worthy. Jacoby Myers, very safe pick here. Coker, Higgins. I like those guys. Let's check out tight end. George Kittle coming off the Achilles injury. This guy has a tight end already. He doesn't. So that's something you got to look at too. It's like I'm seeing if George Kittle will fall to my next pick. But after this guy will have 2 picks. And he could take Kittle. He doesn't have a tight end yet. So we're going to start Kittle. And let's check out wide receiver one more time. There's a bunch of receivers that are very similar to me. So we're going to take George Kittle. I know he's coming off the Achilles, but dude's a monster. He's running routes. They're flirting with him being ready for week 1. So I'm going to take Kittle. We'll probably have to take a second tight end just in case, but that's fine. With Kittle's upside, I'm willing to take a second tight end and wait for Kittle to be 100%. Especially here in the 9th round, he could easily, if healthy, compete with the top 3, Bowers, McBride, and Loveland. I didn't even notice Loveland and McBride went in the 2nd round. That's probably not going to happen in your drafts, but yeah. Next up, we got to go RB here. We only have 3. Let's go Chris Rodriguez. Aaron Jones, not really into. He's old. In his prime, man. I loved Tracy. Let's go C-Rod. Has a chance to lead that backfield and be the goal line back. So let's take a chance. And if he's not, we cut him from the team. Easy. No problem. No problem. So let's get our 11th, 12th, and 13th. We're going to have to take another tight end because we did take a chance on Kittle. And there's plenty of tight ends available. Ferguson, Likely, Kincaid. Whoops. Close that. Pause. Our receivers, Egbuka, McConkey, Evans, Parker, Washington. That's a solid 4 right there. Stribling looked great. Denzel Boston, one of my favorites. So either of those 2 are nice. Tight end. Check running back one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go Charbonnet. Yeah. He's good for the later half of the year for sure. I don't really know what to think about Jadarian Price. Let me know what y'all think about Jadarian Price in the comment section. Let's go. You know what? Let's try and double up. Yeah. Let's go Denzel Boston. I really like Denzel Boston. He's lighting up in camp. He looks great on film. I'm not sure if he's done anything in the preseason. And then, yeah, let's take... Oh, did Stribling go? Damn. I was going to go Denzel Boston, Stribling. But that's okay. Rashid Shaheed, not a bad selection here. Running back, Algier, Kamara. Let's take Kamara here. Again, another guy that's going to get you points if in a in a pinch. If he's 50-50 split, I think it's worth the pick here. Even though you want to be shooting for upside in these later rounds, 100%. I think he does have upside. Achane gets hurt. Travis Achane. I mean, that's how he wants it pronounced now. Whatever. But yeah, I think he does have upside. He's 31. I don't think he's absolute dust yet. And I like the Saints this year a lot. Tyler Shuck. I'm really into Tyler Shuck. Jordan Tyson sucks. He got injured, but Olave, Juwan Johnson should be a great offense. And we're going to finish it off with a second tight end. I don't usually like taking second tight ends, but we take George Kittle. He's coming off the Achilles. So we got to secure. Oh, speaking of Juwan Johnson, here he is. But Chig on the Commanders is a good bet. Brenton Strange is a good bet. Sadiq is a very good bet, but he's dealing with something right now. We're going to take Juwan Johnson. I think he's going to light it up on this Saints offense this year. And there we have it, fellas. They always rank me poorly in these fantasy drafts, in these fantasy flock drafts. But we don't care about the rankings. We don't care about those. Here is the full team. We have Hurts at quarterback, Chase Brown, Ashton Genty, Corum, Rodriguez, Kamara in the running back room. Wide receivers, we have Egbuka, McConkey, Mike Evans, Parker Washington, Denzel Boston. And then we finish it off with George Kittle and Juwan Johnson. And this is out of the 10 slot. Let me know how you guys liked it. Let me know if you guys would have did anything differently. We're going to do the 9th pick next video. And yeah, man. Appreciate y'all if you made it to this part of the video. Like, share, subscribe. I'm going to keep the content coming before the draft starts. The season. And I'll catch you on the next one, man. Appreciate y'all. Later.